Hi folks, Shell Busey with another Ask Shell coffee break. A question that I get asked of many times over the period of 1 year, and that is where you have a concrete block wall foundation, or a lot of people back in the prairies especially, they make reference to a cinder block foundation, and it's leaking. What do we do with regards to a leak in a cinder block or concrete block wall? Well, folks, it isn't something that you can repair by means of injecting polyurethane or injecting epoxy like you would on a solid poured concrete wall. The reason for that, because a concrete block or cinder block wall has cavities in it. And those cavities are there for a purpose, for keying the mortar that hold them together, for reinforcing by pushing rods down between the blocks themselves, filling them full of concrete after the wall has been piled on top of one another and mortared together. All of these things, there's purpose behind it. But in the event of a foundation wall for a residence, very seldom they get poured or have concrete placed in them to give that extra structural ability. So therefore, they remain empty cavities. Empty cavities, unless the wall is properly sealed on the outside, that could really create a great area for water to collect, because water will obviously be able to, at times, if not properly sealed with foundation coating or some of the different rubber foundation wraps or the dimpled plastic wraps that's out on the market today, like basement systems use, etc. All of these products are great to keep the water out, but if they're not there now, they're very difficult to put there after the fact. So in this particular case, all the homeowners have facing them is a leak in the wall. The water is coming in, and it's coming in between the blocks at the point of where the mortar is holding the blocks together. Well, this creates a concern. If you have a leak in a concrete block wall, cinder block, that water will fill up inside that wall. And as it fills up, it's creating weight, and that's called hydraulic weight. It's pushing down. It's like the water in a toilet tank. When you trip the lever on a toilet, the weight of the water, as soon as that flapper valve goes up, the water goes down through the bowl, flushes the toilet, and also allows all the sewage to go on out to the outfall to the sanitary line, or possibly to a septic tank to the field. But as that water is filling up inside a block wall, it's creating that pressure, and as it builds up, now you get a leak down along the bottom where the block sits on top of the floor or on top of the footing. That's telling you that that wall is full of water, possibly much more so than what you really think it is, but the hydraulics is getting to the point that the pressure is exceeding that of what the mortar seal will hold back. So before you do anything, you must always make sure the wall is empty. And how do you do that? Get yourself a carbon bit drill, hammer drill, and drill holes every foot to 8 inches, 8 inches to a foot along the bottom where the block meets the floor. Because what you're doing, you're going in to allow that pressure to be relieved. And be careful, because you'll be absolutely amazed how much water is in that block wall. So be ready with your wet and dry shop vac to suck that water up. Once the wall has been drained, now you can proceed to doing the filling of the holes with a hydraulic cement. And then from the hydraulic cement, you want to use one of the products that are available, like Stay Dry. You can use Zypex. You can use Water Seal from, for example, like Cloverdale Paint, but they make a product that is Aqua Seal. All these products will seal the block on the inside, so therefore, if the problem is happening again, then you're at least going to have the water sealed on the inside, not stopping the block wall from filling up again, but at least you're not going to get the water coming in, causing the grief that you have now with a wet wall or wet floor. So there you have it, folks. Concrete block walls, or commonly known as cinder block walls, that's how you go about doing the repair, but you must drain it first. It's just that easy.